So Jesse, could you tell me about one of your good experiences? And remember that a good experience is something you feel you did well, enjoy doing, and are proud of.
Okay, keeping those things in mind, I would say one of my good experiences was organizing a team to compete in Ridge to River in Wenatchee. Ridge to River is a race, and it starts at the Ridge, at Mission Ridge, and you could do it by yourself or in a team, and I ended up getting a team together from my work when I worked at Associates in Physical Therapy. And the first leg of the race, the first person that starts is a cross-country skier, and I think they go like 3 miles cross-country skiing, and then they pass the bracelet, electronic bracelet, off to the next person. The next person is the downhill skier or snowboarder, and then at the bottom of the hill they pass it off to the runner, which was me, and I ran 5.5 miles down the mountain in the snow, and then I passed it off to the biker. The biker had to ride 10 miles on his bike, mostly downhill, speeding, high speed down the mountain. And then he passed off to the canoers. There was 2 canoers, and they had to start at one end of the Columbia River and get down to this other dock. And then we all would meet down at the bottom and pick up the canoe, carry the canoe. Everybody from the team had to be there and sprint across the finish line. So I thought this sounded like a cool idea, a way to, bond our coworkers together. Also a way to get in shape in the wintertime, because the race is actually, I think it's at the end of February. So we had to be training, in the snow, a lot of us. I had to be running out on the roads when there was snow. The girls had to be out canoeing, practicing their canoeing in the river when it was icy. And so I got the team organized, got us sponsored. I had to talk to the bosses of Associates in Physical Therapy, convince them to pay the money for our entrance fees and to get t-shirts made for us. We came up with a name. I think we called ourselves the Hot Pack, because we use heating pads in our business to help our patients. And I created one of those chains, like a Christmas chain, where each day you pull off a link and it had like an inspirational quote in it. So I made like 100 of those to count down to the days to the race. So every day one of us from our group would pull off a link and read the inspirational quote to keep us motivated. I would run on my lunch breaks and just go around, near where I worked, so people could see that I was constantly working on getting ready for this race. We got together and we had meetings.
How did you recruit people?
Basically, I first started with people at work to see who would be interested in doing a leg of the race, something that they felt comfortable doing. So I didn't want somebody doing something that they hated doing, like some people don't like to run. I love to run. So we tried to use everybody's strengths within the workplace. Then we had a couple holes to fill, so some of the girls at work got their boyfriends and their boyfriends' friends to join our group. We tried to base it off of strengths, who was good at what or who wanted to do what. We had a couple people that weren't athletic at all, but had talked about wanting to get in shape and always complained that they never felt good about themselves and their bodies, and they always wanted to do something, but they never had the motivation. And we got a couple of those to join as well. So that was cool to see them, get in good shape and train for something. And then the really neat thing is that they actually continued this. I only worked there a year, but they continued to do it every year, and some people joined in the group that were kind of unlikely candidates. And then they ended up last year winning first place finally. We won second the year we did it the first year. And then last year I saw on Facebook that they had won first place. So it was pretty cool that they continued the tradition.
That's exciting. So I noticed you said a lot about what we did and what you did together, but what's important to me is, what did you do yourself? What did you do that made this work?
Okay, that's hard because we were working as a team, but I would say, I did approach the owners of our business to see if they would sponsor us. I organized the people, I would say. I brought the people together so that we could think about what we wanted to name our group, so that we could design our t-shirts. I created the big long chain with the quotes. I think I kept people engaged by asking them every day what they were doing to get better, what they were doing to train, how often they were training. I used to be a personal trainer, so to me that was interesting anyways. And even the nutrition part, we would talk about, what they were eating, how they were doing, how they were feeling about their progress, things like that. Just, I think, keeping the conversation going every single day. And getting people pumped up, also acting kind of like a cheerleader or a coach, saying, I'm so excited, I can't wait till, we're going to kick butt, that kind of stuff. So that would be, I guess, my primary role by keeping people engaged.
Great. Thank you.